Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and in this video we're going to go over the promotional video they released today for the second anniversary and also an advertisement they released today for the second anniversary. So yeah, that's the plan. We're going to start with the video and I'm going to comment along the way. We have here an initial scene with Urek and Garam. Garam skin looks great, so that's good. Then we have Hi Yura, couldn't mash any, but we already have that in game. Sharon, we also have that in game, so that's fine. And then there is, for some reason, Gustang out of nowhere attacking with a couple of members of his family. Fine. And then let's see. There is something not too important, but still at least giving us some hints. We have here Yura performing on stage. Okay. And we see an effect around Garam, which means in theory Yura should be some sort of buffer, so likely a support. We don't know exactly for which element, unfortunately, but if I were to guess, and if the developers are not too stupid, she should end up being purple, I think. We already have a purple Yura. It would make sense to keep the same element, but you know, she could also end up being yellow because yellow doesn't have any units apparently. So we'll see. But yeah, for now, I would just stick to my idea of her being a purple support, and we'll see. I know they did not release any assassins yet, so they would kind of break the rule of not releasing a second unit of the same role in the SSR Plus rarity before every single role is filled in. I think it doesn't matter because they already broke the rule with Sharon. Sharon is the third warrior in yellow, and we have yet to have like a second range and a second tank. So they just went ahead and released a third warrior for no reason. So I think they can very easily do a second support for purple. And yeah, we'll see. But that's what is likely to happen. We also have information on Garam. She is an XSR Plus, but we're going to comment on that in a second while looking at the advertisement. The second thing I wanted to mention in this video is Urek. Now, a lot of people have been speculating Urek EX since we have this skin or whatever released. And I believe this one that we're seeing is just a skin. Because if it was the EX, there is no way it was like this much on the side. Like it was shown for a few frames at the beginning. Nobody cares about him. He also looks bad. I think if you have to make an EX unit, you cannot make it themed. Like it cannot be a summer theme based costume. It cannot be a winter theme based costume. Nothing like that. Like it needs to be the manhwa costume or something that is at the very least serious or not related to do anything. I don't know. Having a summer themed EX would make very little sense to me. So I hope it's not. It shouldn't be. It could still be Urek, but at the very least, I hope this one is not it. I hope this one is at best a skin for the EX, or even better, just a skin for one of the useless Ureks we have at the moment. So we'll see. I don't know what to expect, but that's my hopes and what I think is going to happen. Let me know in the comments how you feel about that. And yeah, I think we can move on to the actual advertisement, and we're going to discuss the rest of the points there. So this is it. This is already translated in English because it was all in Korean. I don't think they did the same advertisement in English as well. So I had to translate it with Google Translate. Also, someone posted it on my Discord early this morning. So yeah, this is what we have as information for the second anniversary. We have XSR Plus, Princess of the Heart, Garam. Then we have okay, before looking at the other like boxes here, let's look at the second unit, which is SSR Plus Fog Executive Ha Yura. So this is even more an indication that she could end up purple, but we'll see, because there is nobody from Fog that is not purple or red, but she's not the old faction, so likely she's gonna end up purple. We do have Yama in blue, but Yama, fuck Yama, so okay. And here we don't really have a lot of other information, just that we're going to get a lot of rewards Here they also said unprecedented rewards, so we'll see if it's actually that much. I don't know. And then here on the right, we have some more information. We're going to get character summon tickets up to 1999. Now, if this refers to the Nonstop, for which we have no confirmation whatsoever, we don't know, but it could be likely. So we might be able to get up to 2,000 Nonstop tickets. That would mean around a bit less than 2 maxed out SSR Plus units from 0. Kind of. It's a bit less. It's like maybe 1 R5 and 1 Orange 4, around something like that. So it's really good. It's obviously an insane amount of summons. It would be super, super good. And yeah, I hope it's like that. We don't know. Don't rush to any conclusion. This is just what they said in the advertisement. It could be anything. It could also be just like 1,000 Nonstop summons for the second anniversary, and then 1,000 of the beginner ones that we're already getting if you start a new account. So they might be adding those two up just to advertise that if you're starting out, you're effectively getting 2K, but if you're already a player, then you're not. So it could also be that. We'll see, I guess. Also in game, we already have in the Nonstop Revolution Festival missions, we have 200 Nonstop tickets as rewards already. We cannot get them yet, but they're already in there in-game. And then we'll see how many more we're going to get. Then they added SSR character up to 200 people or characters. And in this case, we don't have 200 SSR. So this is not referring to any pool of units or anything. Could be maybe 200 copies of SSR units of our choice. Maybe. It could be pretty cool. It's like 9 maxed SSR units. Not too bad. We also need to see the pool of units you can select from, but this seems promising. Then we have SSR plus character up to 35 units or people or characters, whatever. Now, this 35 is an interesting number because if we add up every single SSR Plus unit that is not collab in the game released currently, it is 36. So if we remove Sharon, it is 35. Now, this could be the pool of units you have access to in the Nonstop, which would be amazing. Or this could just mean we're going to get one copy of every single SSR Plus unit in the game, except for Sharon. Could be one of the two. I don't know what they mean. I hope it's the pool of units we get in the Nonstop, which is also likely because they showed us at the very least up to Princess of Zard in the picture they shared with us a few days ago. So up to Princess of Zard, it should be guaranteed. Then maybe they're going to add Alfine as well, something like that. So we'll see, but this sounds promising for real. And yeah, as we already saw at the beginning in this advertisement, we have XSR Plus Garam. She has very good chances of being the first good XSR Plus unit. Well, I mean, we already have some decent ones, but I wouldn't call any of the XSR Plus units that were released good. But Garam is definitely going to be the first good one, because at the very least, our base kit is insane. Now, our Revolution 4 is a bit lacking. It's just a 100% attack increase after the passive procs 5 times or something like that. Was not really that great. And it could also be removed if I remember correctly. So Revolution 4 to me was already kind of off / non-existent. But Revolution 5 is massive. Revolution 5 is a 200 energy every time she uses the special move. That's insane. That's a lot. And I don't know, losing that could be a bit annoying, but at the same time, you can work around it. They could improve her in a lot of ways if they really want to. I don't know if that's their plan. I have no idea. But they could give like invincibility for 4 seconds or so after she uses a special move. They could give some sort of energy recovery block on enemies. They could give anything really. Like there is a lot of stuff that I could do utility-wise to improve this unit. And the base kit, as I already said, is really good. She already has an HP recovery block, even though I don't like it, but she has it. She has an AoE stun for 5 seconds. She improves the special move damage of the allies. She improves resistances, not important, but it's there. She removes buffs and debuffs from everyone, like remove buffs from enemies and debuffs from allies. So that's also great. And yeah, really a lot of value in her kit. Even without Revolution, she will still be playable, so I'm confident that it will not mess it up. And this is going to be the first good XSR Plus unit. And talking about XSR Plus units, you obviously need a lot of purple tickets. And right now, there is the Lucky Wheel. You can spend up to 100k suspendium to get the tickets for the Lucky Wheel and have the possibility of getting a lot of purple tickets. And considering we have kind of the confirmation that we're going to get XSR Plus Garam, if you want to go for her, guys, I would recommend you to spend a little bit on the Lucky Wheel, unless you already have a lot of normal summon tickets, or unless you really need all of that suspendium for the family head. If you have enough resources saved up for the X unit, then I would go for the purple tickets and the Lucky Wheel tickets. Keep in mind that if you want to go for Garam, you also have to go for a Yura, because otherwise it's too expensive. Just pulling on an XSR Plus without using the Data Tower, that's around 700 or so normal tickets. That's a lot. So kind of up to you, but if you want to go for Garam, it's better if you go for a Yura as well. Yura will have a cheap banner, so it should be around 400 black market tickets to max her out. So yeah, with all of that in mind, try to figure out how many resources you have. You should have enough for Yura, Garam, and the EX unit. Plus, we could be getting 2 maxed out SSR Plus units from the Nonstop, or at the very least, I think 1. So keeping that in mind, you might be able to push a lot more in your account and get back all of these resources. So also consider that when you make your own considerations for your account. And yeah, I think, guys, that's all for this video. Let me know if you have any comments or anything that you're, I don't know, thinking about for this anniversary, anything you are wondering, if you have any questions about whether you should be pulling for a unit or not. Let me know in the comments as usual, and I will try to reply as best as I can. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I will see you in the next one. Bye.